Alright. Hey everybody, it's me, Maname, your favorite 50% fanboy, 50% genius indie VTuber, also known as C9X, and welcome back to more Genshin Impact. Last time, I'm gonna have to get out of this. Last time, we started off on Varka's character story. I believe it's a character story. It should be a character story. Okay, why are all of these popping up? Okay, nothing important probably. Anyway, this time, Sturgeon Onslaught aside, I'll talk about it when I finish it. This time, we're gonna be doing Homeward, He Who Got the Win. It is, I believe, the version's, yeah, it is the version's flagship event. So, one day, you and Paimon suddenly receive an invitation from the Knights of Favonius. And so, you return to Mondstadt to take part in a welcome ceremony that feels both familiar and just a little different. Let's read the invitation letter. Who is this? Oh, it's Jane, okay. Greetings, Honorary Knight, Traveler, and Paimon. It is a pleasure to be in touch once more. This is Jane. The Wild Hunt threat in Nod-Krai has been neutralized, and the Knights of Favonius expedition is drawing to a successful close. Our members will soon begin their return to Mondstadt. To express our gratitude, we have arranged a welcome celebration in the city. We extend our sincere invitation to you both to join us for this event, which will be held on the beach across from Starstash Cliff. Where the hell is that? Let's accept it. Okay, Paimon doesn't say anything, which is interesting. Usually she does say stuff after you read the invitation letter or when the event comes. So is it that? Is it straight across? Is there a quest marker? Please, I need it. Yeah, it is. If I recall, this is going to be like a recap of our story to Varka. New loading icon at the bottom right. I'm scratching my head, but the motion capture is really weird. Anyway, as always, grab a snack, grab a drink, have daily water, because that's what's best for you. As I was saying, check your posture if we enjoy the stream. There's drops on Twitch if you watch over leave 2 hours, including Geodes of Replication, Mora, Sanctifying Essence, Heroes Wit. So yeah, if you're on Twitch, you can keep watching on any other channel, of course, but of course I'd prefer that you watch me. If you're on YouTube, if you care about drops, go to Twitch. If you don't care about drops, then stay on YouTube. Wait, is this? Yeah, like 5 years ago. Fleeting moments and precious ones too. Just like old times. It is exactly the way it was framed, aside from the fact that we have Pyro. Prologue? Question mark? The island who caught the win. Yeah, we killed them already. I mean, if you didn't kill them. Ow. Even if you didn't kill them, they would still be here in this quest. Or at least that fun guy will be. I don't think they'll keep track, so they don't give meat. That's Alice. I don't know who that is. Wait a second. Maybe to look like Sunsetias?
イベントの飾り付けなのか？でも人通りの少ないところとはいえ爆弾だし、もし誰かが怪我したらまたクレイが反省室送りにされちゃうぞ。
Agreed. Let's have her clean this up.
そうだな。そうだ、片付ける前に念のため写真撮っとこうぜ。
They remind me of
急に出てきたキノコ
onions
も
in
そうだ
Pikmin.
けど、なんかおかしい気がするんだ。もしこれがイベントの飾り付けじゃないんなら証拠になるかもだろ。
Paimon, you've gotten sharper. You can even say you've ascended to a new level.
なんだよその謎の評価は。
I hope that's not a foreshadowing to her
非常識よ
assumption.
りマシだな。褒め言葉として受け取っておくぞ。オイラたちはいろんな企みを見破ってきたけど、ひどい目にもあってきたし、慎重になるに越したことはないぜ。
I'm not getting a bad feeling this time, no? For all we know, this could turn out to be an unexpected blessing.
前向きだな。オイラはそういう考え方も好きだぞ。よし、それじゃあ写真を撮って爆弾を片付けよう。
Bought a camera. The camera that Paimon usually carries with her. Use it to record noteworthy differences you found this time. Oh, there's text on the left. I didn't read it. I guess they're...
ただのクラッカーだったのか。もしかして本当にただの歓迎の道具だったのか？
You know what the other difference is?
これで大丈夫そうだ。
That's a statue of 7, if you can see it
オイ
here.
ラあの時なんて
Yep.
言っ
It's too far for our camera, though.
おお。
Oh man, the Genshin impact on the bottom right. I don't know if you guys can see it.
あれが七天神道だぞ。
There are a few of those statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world.
おう。七柱の元素の神のうち、これは風を司るものだな。ひひ、お前も覚えてたのか。でも、心臓の姿、なんか変わってないか？
Yeah, no shit.
そうだな。もっと近くで見てみようぜ。
Like, even I can tell from afar it's Klee and not Venti. Because it's so wide and, you know, there's nothing in the... Can I zoom in on that part? Like, there's an airbend between her legs, and Venti doesn't have that. Because Venti is, like, sitting rather than standing. We also have the default wing
あ
glider.
の後なんて言ったっけ？
ほら、
あ、言葉は歌となり風とともに流れるだな。
I don't remember if she said that, but, you know, I'll take her word for it. Can we not tell from this
ほら見ろ、
distance?
この七天神像やっぱりおかしいぞ。
You also have a max up. We could get the fish here! And Paimon just disappeared, okay.
魚肉だ。でもなんかやけに軽くないか？
The fish meat is weird. Let's see. Is it event items? Not that. Yeah, the event invitation's description is an invitation sent by Jean, I think Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. The message is brief and makes no mention of the event's details. Okay, it is time limited. Highly elastic fish meat. Fish meat found at Starfell Lake. Though it looks like ordinary fish, it is exceptionally elastic. No matter how hard you press it, it quickly returns to its original shape. Rather than a cooking ingredient, it seems more like a method of stress relief. Best not try eating it. Interesting. Let's look at the statue. Something's
オイラ、もう
very wrong with it.
100%確信したぞ。これはイベントの準備なんかじゃない。
It's also the max level statue of 7.
を勝手に入れ替えられるわけないだろ。しかもクレイの心臓になってるんだぞ。
The mouth looks weird. It's pretty cute though.
おう、 な。なかなかよくできてるぞ。
There's like an uncanny valley
お
point here
前、
with the
なんか
statue.
余裕だな。おいらはちょっと変な感じがするんだけど。
Nope, because I've got it all figured out. Something that's over the top, you know, it's got her written all over it.
あ、わかったぞ。アリスだな。確かにアリスなら、モンドにこんな心臓が100個増えても全然不思議じゃないぜ。ってことは、ここまでにあった変なものも全部あいつが用意したのか？
Yeah, even though she hasn't shown herself, we must already be inside her event.
ジン団長に手紙を書かせたのは、オイラたちを警戒させないためってことか？
Or she just used her name.
いや、もしかしたらあの招待状自体、アリスが作った偽物だったのかも。さすがアリスだな。
Looks like the joke's on us. All in good fun though, right?
騙されたけど怒ってはないぜ。ここまでの仕掛けは楽しかったし、この心臓もすごくよくできてる。それに旅の始まりも思い出せたしな。おいらなんだか心がポカポカしてるぞ。
You also?
それでこれからどうすればいいんだ？この辺は誰もいないみたいだけど。もしこれがドッキリなら、仕掛け人がドッキリ大成功って飛び出してくるまではイベントは続いてるはずだよな。
I think that maybe what Alice wants is for us to keep going.
どういう意味だ？
Fungus, the Bombsetia tree, the statue of the Cleaven. She seems to prepare for a lot of surprises for us.
そうだな。もしこの先もこういうサプライズが用意されてるとしたら、次は簡単だな。クレイの心臓を触ってみようぜ。ひょっとしたら今度は炎元素力をもらえるかもしれないぞ。
We already have the power of Pyro.
そなたが崇高を失わない限り、世界はそなたのために開かれる。
Oh, let's take a picture of this discrepancy. Well, that actually turned out not bad. Sure.
お前の予想当たってたぞ。これがアリスの狙いだったんだな。なかなか勘がいいじゃないか。もっと他に何があるか見てみようぜ。
It doesn't even heal us. We choose our element here.
クレイ、よくわからない。あ、わかった。クレイは火花騎士で、お兄ちゃんは栄誉騎士だから、騎士の共鳴だね。
See what options do. What the other options do, right?
そこに置いたらクレイ届かないよ。それにジン団長が言ってたの。知らない人から物をもらっちゃダメって。
So this is like a radio tower.
こっそり持ってきてね。
That's what the last option is. I assume that leave isn't happening.
クレイの恵みは、
Yeah.
幸せ。今日もあなたがクレイみたいにすっごく幸せでいられますように。
That little firework. Alright, let's keep going. What if the moon is just... The moon or sun is just cliche-shaped or something? Dodoko-shaped. You did anything weird yet? Who the hell was that? Is it the Valen?
来たってことは森の中にはもう
Like, even the Valen's in on it. Like, that's surprising. Like, Venti, sure, and the Valen, you know, not expected.
やっぱりいたぞ。そういえばあの時ってアビスに汚染されてたトワリンを銀融野郎が治療しようとしてたんだよな。でもお前の風元素力がまだ安定してなかったからバレて、あいつら警戒して離れちゃったんだ。
Zoomfar comes in
今
here.
やお前は達人級だし、そんなミスはもうないだろうけどな。
Or we could just go say hi?
そこまで再現する必要もないよな。行こうぜ。
ほう、我らの古き友人が来たようだ。
ここで二人を迎えられるなんて感慨深いものがあるね。二人とも旅のスタート地点モンドにお帰り。
After some confusion, you and Paimon find yourselves something.
また会え
Wife.
て光栄よ。どう？魔女からの斬新な歓迎の儀式、気に入ってくれたかしら？
It's okay.
お前らしいぜ。セピロス騎士団もよくこんな突拍子もないことを許したな。それで星落としの湖にあった七天神像はどこに移動させたんだ？
あらあら、全部わかってるのかと思ってたけど、まだ半分くらいしか理解できてないみたいね。
It's an illusion.
本当にそんなことをしたら、あの小部屋に閉じ込められちゃう。あんまり居心地のいい場所じゃないのよね。
何のことだ？
いい質問ね、パイモン。その言葉を待ってたのよ。それについては、こっちを見てちょうだい。
Zuzu!
ニコ？お前もいたのか。
A nerd wife.
魔女の二人が休暇でモンドに来てくれたんだ。先ほど体験してもらったイベントは、この二人がみんな担当したんだよ。君たちも知っていると思うけど、ニコは魔法や現象の背後にある原理を説明するのが得意なんだ。
ナドくらいで経験済みだぜ。
このシャボン玉はアリスと私が一緒に発明した新型の魔法で、誰かの記憶を借りて小さな世界を作り出すことができるの。あな
Basically
たたちが
Memoria.
招待状を受け取ってモンドに来たとき、アリスはこっそり二人をシャボン玉の世界に迎え入れたのよ。
全然気づかなかったぞ。
これくらいの腕前がないと大魔王なんて名乗れないでしょ。
あなたたちが見た現実と異なるものは、実際にモンドに存在したわけじゃなく、このシャボン玉の中にだけ存在していたというわけ。でもウェンティとトワリンは本物よ。私がウェンティを招待したら、ウェンティがトワリンを連れてきてくれたの。
せっかくの機会だからね。旅立ちの時の心情っていうのは、久しぶりに触れるシーカみたいに感慨深いものでしょ。たとえ名前や旋律を忘れてしまうほど時が経っていても、流れてきたらすぐに口ずさめる、そういうものなのさ。君たちも旅の途中で似たような感覚を覚えなかった？
Definitely. Thanks for screwing to so much trouble.
結局ジン団長はこのことを知ってるのか？おいらてっきりお前が招待状を偽造したのかと。
まさかそんなことするわけないでしょ。私がジンさんにお願いしたの。
Huh.
どんな事情があろうとジンさんの手紙を偽造する勇気なんてないって。
Guess she does have a bottom line.
お前にも怖いものがあるんだな。
だって私の娘は彼女の手の中なのよ。はあ、まあ母親の身にならないとわからないかもね。
人質みたいな言い方だな。
でも魔法のシャボン玉が生まれたのは、確かにセピロス騎士団からの依頼がきっかけだったわ。
Also, it
ナ
looks
ド
like
ク
a
ライの
Darko.
一件が片付いて、長期の遠征もいよいよ終わりを迎える。もうすぐ騎士たちは順次モンドへ帰還するでしょ。
ファルカはジンに大規模な歓迎の式典は用意せず、騎士たちを早めに家族と再会させてやってくれって伝えたみたいだけど、ジンにはジンなりの考えがあるみたいだよ。詳しいことは後で彼女に聞いてみて。
お祭りみたいな歓迎の式典はやらないけれど、彼らのためにいくつかのイベントを用意するというところに落ち着きそうよ。この魔法のシャボン玉もその一つなの。これならみんなが離れている間にモンドで起きた重要な事件を素早く伝えられるでしょ。
簡単に言えば、あなたたちの冒険を再現するってこと。
そう。最終的な目的は誰もが参加できて没入感があって楽しくて、さらにはちょっとスリリングな要素もある、そんなデザインにすることよ。
そうか。
じゃあオイラたちが見た現実とちょっと違うところは何だったんだ？
ああ、今はシャボン玉の中の世界がまだ記録と調整の段階にあるから、記憶という媒体は情報の抽出が簡単で情報の密度も悪くないのだけれど、安定性はあまり良くないの。だから記憶だけを頼りに世界を再現しようとしても細部まで正確に再現できる保証はないわ。今回元となった記憶、つまりウェンティの記憶はかなり信頼できるものだけれど、それでもズレが生じてしまうものなのよ。記憶そのものには互換性がないから、この魔法には自己演算の能力を加えたのだけれど、それがさらに不安定さを増す要因となってしまったわ。
なんとなくわかったような、わからないような。
簡単に言うと、例えば私たちが記録してる時に向かいの図書館でリサが貸し出し期限切れのことで怒ってたとしたら。
So I think what we're doing in this event is that, aside from just showing the knights in, Varka, especially that, what happened in Mondstadt or just around the world, through our point of view, this game we're going to be trialing, these memorial bubbles and, taking pictures of what's different to, fix the bugs, as the conversation earlier went.
シャボン玉の中の世界では突然理由もなく激しい雷雨が発生してしまうかもしれないの。解決方法は簡単よ。誰かを中に入れて確認しておかしなところを手動で修正すればいいだけ。
そう。記録さえ完了すれば魔法は自動的に繰り返し実行されるから、ズレの問題も起きないし、実際の人物による芝居も必要なくなる。もちろんウェンティの正体については暗号化したりしてしっかり隠す予定よ。
ありがたいよ。エンジェルズシェアで酔っ払える機会を失いたくないからね。
もともとお前にそんな機会ないけどな。
だから懐かしいサプライズを用意してあげたお礼に、あなたたちもベータ版プレイヤーとしてズレを見つけ出してね。
やっぱりね、no such thing as a free lunch.
そうだな。でもまあ、ゲームで遊ぶだけなんだし、いいんじゃないか？ちょうど微妙だったところ。
I think that was more intentional.
もう撮ったしな。
That should have I mean.
七点人像はわざとよ。
I knew it!
なんだよそれ。
制作者の特権。魔法のシャボン玉を作るのも簡単じゃないんだもの。報酬はちょっとした私物を入れさせてくれればそれで十分だから。
僕は全然気にしないよ。他の人たちも気にしないと思う。モンドってそういう場所だしね。
金融野郎が言うと説得力があるな。はあ、しょうがないぜ。
明日も引き続きよろしくね。
まだ時間も早いし、他のところを見て回ったら。ジンさんもそっちにいるはずよ。
そうだな。もともとあいつからの誘いなわけだし、挨拶しとかないとだよな。
Thanks all. また明日。
また明日。世界に平和が訪れた後の休暇を楽しんでね。
up with everyone before we leave.
トワリンの出現タイミングが少し遅かったけど、クレイちゃんのドッカン花火の湖を眺める時の音楽も正確にリズムをコントロールするために2匹増やしただけでセルフチェックが通らなくなったのかしら。
ニコ、焦らなくていいのよ。かえって気がちっちゃ。
焦ってたの？てっきり全ては自分の手のひらの上
I
っ
think she can
て
have
と
multiple
ころを
lines of
見せ
thought
つけようと
going
し
at
ているの
once.
かと思ったよ。
Wife.
それはそうと、クライナーと一緒に戻ってくるって言ってなかった？
出張で手間取っちゃったみたいで。別の星でかなり厄介な事件に巻き込まれたんですって。やっとテイワットに戻ってきたと思ったら、今度はドットーレの策略に行き当たって、教会はめちゃくちゃな状態になってしまって、今もまだ完全に秩序が戻ったとは言えないから。予定していた休暇も延期だって。でも昨日、トド通話機で連絡があったの。パパの声が聞けて、クレイはとっても喜んでた。
そっか。探求者も大変だね。
Some lore about Plea's dad and As's husband. Where the hell is Jean? Pressing the wrong interact button. Hopefully I stop doing that sometime soon. It's not far enough to teleport.
あ、お疲れ様。時間になったらそんな感じで準備しよう。
おーい、ジン団長。
栄誉騎士にパイモン、こんにちは。アリスさんの魔法のシャボン玉は楽しめただろうか？
すっごく楽しかったぞ。明日が待ちきれないぜ。
それはよかった。続きは明日のお楽しみだな。アリスさんの考えには心を打たれたが、物語を再現するには多くの役者とトワリンの協力が不可欠だ。幸いウェンティ殿、つまりバルバトス様が協力してくださることになって、それでモンドの市民から人手を募集することになった。栄誉騎士の冒険を再現すると聞いて皆盛り上がっていた。応募書類に目を通すだけで丸2日かかったくらいだ。多くの人が参加してくれることになったから、見知った顔も見かけることがあると思う。
More like a casting. And also, what was that bird? I need to know what that bird is.
ジン団長もその一人か？
そうだ。アリスさんによれば、私も主演の一人ということらしい。
Hope it wasn't too much work.
だよな。他のイベントもあるってことだし、気を回すことばっかりじゃないか。
大丈夫だ。代理団長としての当然の責務だからな。モンドに残った者たちにとって遠征隊の帰還は一大イベントだ。大団長から連絡があった時、歓迎の式典は控えるようにと言われた。大団長の立場から考えればそれも納得できる。遠征隊の団員はNod-Kraiから帰還したばかりで、旅の疲れが溜まっているはず。騒ぎ立てればさらに疲弊してしまうだろう。
お前自身はどう思ってるんだ？銀融野郎が別の考えがあるみたいだって言ってたけど。
ああ、モンドに残った我々は首を長くして彼らの帰りを待ち続けてきた。適度な歓迎は待ってきた者たちだけのためじゃない。機関車にも故郷の生活リズムと昔の日常を思い出してもらえるはずだ。それに何より民たちが気持ちを伝え合える貴重な機会だ。何年離れていようと、モンドの人々は皆家族のようなものなのだから。
That's also a good point. As long as we keep it small, of course.
ああ、ただ私の独断だからな。実際大団長が喜んでくれるかどうかはわからない。
それで今は何を用意してるんだ？
ああ、案内しよう。 まずはここだ。魔女会の協力を得てセピロス剣術を披露するためのフィールドを設置したんだ。
I don't think they use
ここは
shields.
騎兵招待に担当してもらう。きっと素晴らしい試合が見られるはずだ。
つまりガイアに会えるのか。
真面目なことを面白くするならガイアの方が上手だからな。全部彼に任せたんだ。
ジン団長って相変わらず謙虚だな。
それからここでは風の翼の競争射撃イベントが開催される。ここの担当者も君たち二人の知り合いだ。
Ember, of course. And what is that bird? I need to
正解
know.
だ。彼女の飛行技術は申し分ない。企画も斬新だからぜひ試してくれ。ここには屋台が並ぶ。休憩所兼交流エリアとして皆で会話を楽しんだり簡単なゲームで遊んだりできるように計らうつもりだ。飲み物の屋台はヘルターに任せている。メニューはまだ準備中だが、
酒の種類がもっと多ければいいんだが、俺たちは酒の方が好きだからな。
なるほど。
なははは。なんだその顔は。
いえ、大団長、早かったですね。遠征隊も一緒に戻ってきたのですか？申し訳ありません。まだ準備が万全ではなくて、ただ今のところこのエリアのみで実施する予
I
定
think Jean
で
is being
規
too
模も
polite.
厳密に制限していますので。
落ち着けって。改まった話し方もよしてくれ。ちょっと用があって一人で先に戻ってきただけだから心配ない。お前が俺たちにサプライズを用意したがるのは分かってた。用意するなって言っても何か準備するだろうなと思ってたさ。
そうでしたか。
そうとも。ああ言ったのはお前にブレーキをかけてもらうためだ。何も言わなけりゃバドルドー祭やウィンドブルーム祭みたいにやりすぎちまうだろ。お前はいつも理想を高く持ちすぎて知らず知らずのうちに全力を出し尽くして神経をすり減らす。そうなっちゃ本末転倒だ。
へえ、お前って結構思いやりがあるんだな。
ふふん。騎士たち一人一人の面倒を見るのも俺の仕事のうちだ。飲み食いも遊びも全部揃ってるし派手すぎるわけじゃない。この感じがちょうどいい。まさにモンドらしさってやつだな。みんなの故郷の思い出も一気に蘇るはずだ。
ありがとうございます。ただそこまで褒めていただくと逆に不安になります。
大丈夫だって。俺を信じろ。そうだ。
He said something about being uneasy.
今は手が空いてるんだろ。
Being thanked
せ
so
っ
much
か
or
く戻って
something.
きたことだし、ご馳走しよう。鹿狩りのシークレットメニューを紹介してやるよ。
Secret menu?
やったぜ。そんなものがあったんだな。
ん？どうした？まだそんなに腹減ってないか？
食事よりも大団長が戻っていらしたからには
Oh, it's the paperwork, isn't it?
ことがあります。
It's the paperwork.
先に騎士団へ向かいましょう。
ちょっと待ってくれ。俺はただ帰ってきただけで、まだ仕事を引き継ぐつもりはない。
分かっていますが、団長はやっぱりあなたですから。
Can I argue with that? Can I help you there?
これがどういうことか分かってないのか？俺が騎士団を出る頃には朝日が昇ってるかもしれんぞ。
そこまで大げさなものではありません。さっさと片付けて夜明け前には終わらせましょう。
シークレットメニューは確かに超気になるけど、帰ってきたんだから責任から逃げちゃダメだぞ。
そうだな。はあ、おとなしく行くか。二人ともまた明日な。
Man, these event animations are so good. So you have 3 game modes. Aside from the story quest. Landfrank's Radiant Onslaught is, as we saw earlier is going to be Kaya teaching the Favonius sword style, which is going to be, just the combat part of the event. A channel for fine drinks. I believe this is a drink mixing event. And Favonius Falcon Recon Log is going to be, you doing the ring glider stuff. Amber's using slingshot, I believe. Gliding challenge, new heights. During the special welcome ceremony, Amber and her juniors have prepared a brand new flying and shooting challenge, waiting for people to come and experience it. I wonder if we can shoot and glide at the same time. I hope they're going to bring back the game mechanic they used in the Arcane Quest. Make the fire rate slower. No, they're not voiced! Okay, I'm gonna, narrator. Hey there, Traveler Paimon. Let me introduce our new colleague. This is Aya? Aija? I'm assuming Aya. This is Aya, Signals Officer for the 70 Company. And this is her able assistant, Vesper. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Honorary Knight and Helper in White. It is an honor to meet you. Say hello, Vesper. Sure. Another Signals Officer. I've never heard of this position. Whoa, this Falcon is so well behaved. It looks like it's wearing armor, and it's even carrying a tiny bag. Hold on a second. Paimon's confused. What did Amber mean when she said performance? Does this have something to do with Miss Aya and Vesper? Let me explain. Master Tree probably told you we are holding a Windglider speed shooting event, am I right? That's a very simple way of explaining it. In reality, it might be a little different from your expectations. This event is more like a flying performance and instruction challenge. The crux of this event isn't gliding with a Windglider. It's about sending signals from the ground to airborne units, like Vesper, so you can instruct them to perform complex maneuvers and defeat monsters. Represented by targets, naturally. Should be a novel experience, a pleasant little surprise. Sure. So, we're not gliding, we're guiding. That's right. This flying challenge is a technical demonstration. Our goal is to showcase the new direction we're taking to develop the Knight's reconnaissance capabilities to our colleagues. Amber may be able to accurately detect enemy movements and make concise records while gliding, but that's not a skill that every knight can aspire to. Also, that woman in the back is just Reuben. I forgot what the word I was going to use. The goal for Vesper and me is to write a comprehensive set of instructions so that ordinary knights can coordinate with well-trained Mondstadt Falcons and form a pair of eyes in the sky. That way, even without strong outriders, we can gather intelligence over sustained periods and ensure steady progress when advancing. In fact, with the innovative forward-facing weaponry that Vesper is equipped with, FFW, sure. So the weaker airborne monsters we encounter can be eliminated in advance. Wow, very impressive. You sound like just an engineer. Maybe she is, Paimon. Relax, yeah. There's no need to be so serious around these two. You're not talking to Commander Frederica. Just think of it as playing with a new animal friend. The most important thing is to have fun. Sorry, Amber. I'm just really eager to get underway. Vesper and I have been training hard for this demonstration. If we can get your approval, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White, it'll mean our instructions are basically good to go. Then we can polish them up a little bit and put them into practice. Of course, we might encounter a few mechanical malfunctions during the demonstration. We've been training pretty intensely and may have ended up wearing out some components. I wonder if this is the... I was gonna say if it's flight tech from that line, but no, it's a bird, so it can already fly. Unless it helps the bird fly, because the stuff is probably heavy, or at least like weighs down on the bird. Once the replacement components are all ready, we'll swap everything out. Don't worry. We'll make sure Vesper's backpack works perfectly in the field. Sure. Don't worry. I'm not here to make it quick. Then Paimon's gonna give it a proper go-to. Sounds like all four of you are bursting to go. Well then, have fun. Favonius Falcon's recon log. It's such a mouthful. The traveler must command Vesper the Falcon to fly along a designated route and launch projectiles from an alchemical backpack to targets along the way. Mark targets destroyed, the more trial coins earned. and the higher the flight score upon completing the challenge. During the flight, there will be multiple perspective changes. In the tracking view, when using a mouse, hold the left mouse button to keep firing, and drag the mouse to adjust the firing direction. In top-down view, the Falcon will automatically target objects directly ahead. So we have Kid Icarus mode, and we have Atari Space Invader mode. Whatever, is it Atari? I don't know. When the Falcon comes into contact with the monster targets, elite monster targets, and the monstrous bullets they unleash, you lose action points. Coming into contact with elite monster targets causes you to lose more action points. Once action points are depleted, the challenge fails. So it's crucial to plan the flight path carefully and avoid dangers. During the challenge, in addition to the trial coins that increase your score, there are various pieces of enhancing equipment. Defeating elite monster targets might make them drop the enhancing equipment. Pick them up to obtain combat buffs. After obtaining the homing shell, it will automatically lock onto all targets for a period of time. When firing, it will attack all targets within the line of sight, so it's also like Kid Icarus. After obtaining the cyclone shield, multiple wind vortexes will be created around the Falcon, dealing damage to any monstrous bullets and targets they come into contact with. That's a bit much information. After obtaining Linear Strike, the Falcon's alchemical backpack will be charged. When actively released, it will deal damage to monstrous bullets and targets in a straight line ahead, so it's going to clear out any projectiles as well. Due to intense training, the Falcon's alchemical backpack is in a stable state. You may encounter some unexpected situations during the flight. So those are probably the game mode, conditions. Let's do this then. Right. Recon Operations 101. Some adventurers have noted that the gentle terrain of Windrise makes it the perfect place to practice gliding. The same goes for recon falcons. Understanding when to fly straight, drift to the side, and even perform barrel rolls is essential to effectively engage enemies. Then a homing shell, monstrous bullet. Okay, so purple bad, basically. Alright, let's follow Miss A as a fight set. We'll stop by honing your aim. We can move around the screen, and then we can use our cursor to aim, and then we can use our left mouse button to shoot. Avoid the purple balls. We all know purple balls are bad. Same as the blue ones. That one's moving. Ooh. It is the first stage, so it makes sense that it's easy. Let's not take it. Now! So agile, first person is such a pro. Next up, shooting regular targets. It's top-down view. So you do have to hold the fire button. Spam clicking it doesn't affect the fire rate. So you might as well just hold it down unless there's stuff that you shouldn't attack. Do they have a limited travel distance? They don't. They seemed like they did for a bit, but, they didn't actually. First person attack is pretty good. Your commands are spot on too. I got hit. Shut up, I'm on. We're at silver medal right now. I didn't really tell if we have to if it gets faster if you spam them, but it does lock on, as you can tell with the red square. There's a bit of homing, so you don't have to be too precise. I don't think the fire rate gets any different if you're holding down. Restroom completed. Round of applause for ourselves. For me, I, and myself. Okay. Next challenge. After obtaining the cyclone shield, multiple wind vortexes will be created around the Falcon. Dealing damage to any monstrous bullets and targets they come into contact with. Alright, next up is a real test of your aim. Hitting targets while flying takes some serious focus. So they move now, or at least they move more than they used to. And this one has a lot of health. Looks like a hypostasis. Or as Max would call them, fucking geometry. Here's the first curse word of stream. Hey, we're back here again. As you can tell, the bullets do curve a little bit. Phase 1 completed. Well, we're already we're back here already. But there's a warning signal up ahead. I think we're about to face a powerful enemy. Can't see the warning signal yet. There it is. There's a boss! Hey, he's already basically dead. You can use the Cyclone Shield to attack enemies. It's basically, Can I just stay here? Yeah. Kind of like Arch Hero or something like one of the newer Miiastro Wonderland game modes. Alright, we've broken through the obstacle. The three of us work well together. Watch out! I gave Paimon a deep voice. The backbone seems to be damaged. Oh, my controls are reversed. It's okay, I played Warframe... Is it 99? No, it's Narmer. Yeah, it's Narmer. Which is the new war. So, it's reverse controls, nothing too difficult. Almost got hit there. Yeah, I don't know, that's pretty close. This truly is a perfect return. Yeah, I didn't get hit. So there's that. 停戰機，要停戰機係咩啊？唔係 War Thunder 啊 ，War Thunder 唔係淨係戰機啊。After obtaining Linear Strike, the Falcon's alchemical backpack will be charged. Huh. So this time's a flight drill in the mountains. Operating the air over such a cold region. Must be a challenge for Vesper as well, right? Yeah, he's probably cold. Or at least chilly, probably. Not country. Ugh. I'm glad they're not asking us to do both dodging and attacking at the same time yet. And also not with reverse controls. But can we do barrel rolls? I swear I could do one earlier. I don't know how I managed that, but whatever. Maybe it's a time thing. It's probably random. Oh, we just ran through that tree wrench. Visibility is poor up here. We need to be extra careful. Look closely. There are a lot of enemies in that cave up ahead. Wouldn't let me go to the right more than I could. They gave us homing just for one batch of enemies. This altitude. Vesper is pushing its limit. Uh-oh. That's bad. We're good. We're good. Let's get the second shield. Or not, let's get the linear. We can only store one charge. But it lasts for about like 10 seconds, I would say. So you want to try to chain them together so you maximize your linear strikes. Maximize its uptime. I believe that's it. Yeah, we're... apparently not. Homing shots do the same amount of damage. Paimon gets it now. Numbers aren't the key here. The momentum of the attack is also crucial. Paimon a qualified commander now. Challenge. Now this game mode is a teeny tiny little bit boring, but it's fine. Foundry of circling Mondstadt. Conducting an offensive defense patrol. Wow, Paimon, you sound so professional. That's totally sarcastic. Hey, Paimon picked it up from Miss Aya. That was a Domino's symbol. Ooh, okay, we're good. This music reminds me of Mario and Sonic Olympics. Usually when we're getting this kind of view, you know, they have to change it up once in a while. And I got hit. This is the leftist I can be. Ow, that's not fair. I think this is the last stage. I think Homing Shots has a lower fire rate. Like, single target fire rate. The higher multi-target fire rate. As in, like, you get like 5 or 6 per shot. Looking down a monster from this height. Sounds really fun. Its first hit goes stronger. Maybe you can carry us to that height too. Yeah, the first shot has a bit of recharge time, while the ones after don't. I wonder if it does more damage. We got Cyclone Shield and the laser up ahead. Well, we got the Cyclone Shield now. We already have gold. Yeah, game mode's a bit boring, to be honest. I'd rather do the drink mixing event. Even if it means I have to blindly guess what people have to drink sometimes. I think that's the end right there. The real battle above Mondstadt ends in victory! And so the Knight's Falcon can do way more than just scouting. Fighting small monsters is also no challenge at all. There we go. There we have it. That's that part of the event done. Okay, let's... Where is the drink mixer? Is it here? I feel like it is, but we need to wait for a bit. I don't think I need to talk to them. Maybe I do for the quest. What do you think? Still feel like they could have gone a bit further. I think Grandmaster's sword pressure could have felt more imposing. Ideally, it would have felt as if a single slash could split the mountain in two. Then it would truly live up to her name, Lion Fang Knight. From a morale standpoint, I agree, but in terms of presentation, I'd say the current level of artistic refinement is already more than enough. If she agreed to put her image into the minigame, I doubt she expected us to go this over the top. Hey, what are you two chatting about? You mean 3? Oh, perfect timing, Honorary Knight. Paimon, want to try out the new Cavalry Company's nightly play? Jesus Christ. What does it have nightly in the name? Basically, it's a kind of live combat experience, mixing Mondstadt-style costumes and sets with Fontaine's film tech. Once you step onto the set, you'll fight powerful enemies and get a taste of that larger-than-life heroes you hear about in stories. As for the nightly part in battle, once your faith reaches a certain point, you can summon the shadow of the Lion Fang Knight. This will allow you to use Dandelion sword pressure to send waves of wind shooting across the battlefield, felling evil foes like scattering leaves before a storm. Huh? The Lion Fang Knight? Isn't that Jean? It sounds like you two really look up to her. Indeed. This project was really meant to be a simple opportunity for friendly sparring. Returning knights need a chance to relax, but if they don't practice, they'll soon lose their edge in battle. But then Hedwig came up with the idea of adding the shadow of the Lion Fang Knight to spice things up a little bit. I thought it sounded fun, so I helped put in a few words on the sidelines. We really owe it to Captain Kaya. The expedition's been away so long. I just wanted everyone to see how much stronger the acting Grandmaster has become. Is she getting a buff soon? Her administrative skills are flawless, and her combat skills have reached heights us regular knights can only dream of. Wow, that's so thoughtful of you, Hedwig. I'm super curious about what Dandelion sword pressure looks like. Let's witness the shadow of Lion Fang Knight in action. If we believe you two are here in the audience for a nightly play, if you'll follow me over here, if you enjoy the interactive performance, and they just despawn and respawn elsewhere. Lion Fang's Radiant Onslaught, defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit to achieve a higher battle rating. After the challenge ends, corresponding rewards will be rewarded based on the battle rating. During the battle, Aegis. Xenoblade, anyway. Aegis will continuously accumulate over time. Defeating enemies or completing specific activity objectives allows for faster accumulation of Aegis. Once Aegis reaches its maximum value, you can summon the Shadow of the Lion Fang Knight for support. Direct the Shadow of the Lion Fang Knight to unleash powerful sword pressure strikes and deal devastating blows to enemies. The Shadow of the Lion Fang Knight will circle the battlefield as it moves. Just in the camera, you can change the attack direction of sword pressure. Interesting. I think it's going to be like the event where you have to take photos of the enemies and reveal their weak points, but it's going to be, that's like how we can line up the Lion Fang Shadow. When directing the Shadow of the Lion Fang Knight, weaknesses on enemies will be marked. By unleashing sword pressure to attack set weak points, you can deal massive damage. Breaking a blue weakness will reduce the enemy's health by half, while breaking a red weakness will instantly defeat the enemy. So red weaknesses are for, your average enemies, and blue weaknesses are for elite enemies. I don't know if one weakness counts as half health, or like if you attack 2 weaknesses, this counts as half health, or does one count as half health? And if one counts as half health, then will cutting 2 count as a defeat? Whatever. Additionally, destroying multiple weak points with a single surge pressure release will grant extra battle rating based on the number of weak points destroyed when defeating enemies. The Shadow of the Lion Fang Knight to defeat enemies after achieving a certain battle rating, its power will be further enhanced. Apply various buff effects to sword pressure to deliver even more astonishing hit effects. So it's kind of like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Yeah. Is it Metal Gear? Yeah, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. We have Durin and Vodka. Okay. What's the ideal team comp? swirl. After the active character triggers swirl, after all party members get 75% bonus to the card for elemental damage for 6% based on elemental types involved in the reaction. Triggering swirl reaction on the opponents. Some additional Aegis to be gained. Okay, so we just Vodka's here, so you know what we gotta bring. And during his turns here, so we gotta bring dual Animo and dual certain element. Usually it's Pyro, but given that we have Durin for free, let's get minute. So yeah, you also want a Hex Ray, so Durin will be enough here, but Venti will also work. If you don't use Durin for whatever reason, you want to use Mona with Yelan or Xingqiu. If it's Cryo, well, Cryo's kind of fucked. So if it's Electro, then you want Razor and Fischl. So yeah, we're gonna use Bennett.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。一緒に遊ぼうよ。危ない。無職。新鮮。
俺についてこい。できた。はっよっよっ。それ。よっ。せい。空が制圧する。
風だ。足元に気をつけて。
There's 4 weaknesses here. So, oh, we can spat. You can use multiple. Okay. It's kind of like Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, but not exactly. Naturally, you want to use attacks that can wipe out the most enemies if possible. Earlier, I wasted a few, so I should have used Earth skill first. Sure. I'm surprised Ruin Guards don't count as elite enemies. If you would expect it, they would. Not that they don't. Maybe able to get one more in, I'm not sure. Yeah, right. So time pauses once you use, Gene. Ah, you had 1 health. It's okay. We got 3 sides. Yeah, okay. They all have different ability descriptions and names. So earlier we have Fierce and Unrelenting Gales, because Gales means wind. So yeah. Description of Sharp Sword Pressure is pierces through multiple opponents, dealing damage to all enemies along a straight line. Now it's assault from the heights above, so it's probably plunge. Vortex sword pressure creates a cyclone after hitting the first opponent, pulling nearby opponents toward it and grouping them together. Yep, it is plunge. Let's see, who should we bring? Range attack increase, when plunging attacks to damage opponents, with additional Aegis. What does the plunge team even need? I don't even know. For Ressa Gaming. Usually I just YOLO it. I don't know what, because I don't use what's the coach's name? What's your name? Ian-san, yeah. I don't usually use it because I don't have them built. So we're on Farina and Xianyun, I believe. Yeah, Xianyun does the healing, Farina does the damage. Health drain. That's the word. And then Xianyun also buffs plunge attacks. So yeah. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna use Farina, and then Ian-san, and then Xianyun, I believe. Now we have the vortex, okay. I was gonna say, like, what happened to the vortex? I need the vortex. Did we just spam it? Did we just spam it? I missed. Yeah, I think it's just time limited. It's not about how many swings I have or use, right? I missed my ult. You have enough points. There we go. Now for Fortress of the North. Shattering sword pressure triggers an explosion after hitting the first opponent, doing true damage to nearby opponents. Okay. We have Jibai, so we want Farina and someone else. Not Farina, Columbina. I guess we could bring Columbina as well. Not Columbina, Farina. Jesus Christ, I'm mixing them two up. Oh, where is you? Columbina, sorry. And then you. And then we can either make Heiser Resonance to give Columbina more health to, buff her. Or we could bring, say, Inefa or Llama. Probably not Llama or Inefa because, not ideal. We already have shields for for Crystallize. So either Farina, Hydro Resonance, or we want someone like Goro or what's her name? Yunjin to buff Jibai's normal attacks. Well, let's make Farina. My Farina's pretty built. Hey. I just use my ult. I don't use Jibai much yet. Yeah, we need to... Yeah, so you're supposed to use the ult when you're using your skill, not, just randomly.
Yeah. 律令を言う。価格守るし戦闘が来たれ。
Let's just spam it. As long as we hit them, then we can clear the Wyobs with the AoE. I apologize if I'm using oh, what's the not enhanced mode? Crap. I apologize if I'm not using Luga properly, because I don't really know how to use it yet. I used her ult after her ability ended again. Crap. Yeah, their spawns are more annoying now. Try to aim for the middle of the group. Oh god, they did give us a wild. I did it again, didn't I? I did. You don't have to be too precise with your swings. If you're slightly off, it still counts. Xing, xing, xing. I don't have a... My voice is not capable of making that same sound. Xing, xing, xing. highest we've gotten. Like what's yeah, like Nod-Krai team, Natlan team, Natlan level team. So yeah. A place where snow formed ranks. Interesting. Strap sword pressure is it the same as it's the same as the first one. Pierces through multiple opponents, dealing damage to all targets along the straight line. The one freeze. I haven't used Skirk in a long time. I don't really remember how to properly use her. I went for Farina. I guess Combina would work, given that now, you know. No, not Farina wouldn't. Not Farina. Combina wouldn't work because we will be at an Ascending Gleam instead of Ascending Gleam. So we have to use Farina for this one. Would have used Combina if we had the Ascending Gleam, sorry, because you know, same range, well, less range, but AOE and no health drain, which is fine. So yeah, that's it. Gotta make a freeze team. No biggie. Okay. I can just ult and then tap my skill to enter enhance it. Okay. I haven't used Skirt in a long time because I still have yet to build her. I think using ults, like you do regenerate energy for your ults. The good thing about these guys is that because they're low profile, you can puncture them pretty easily with your smashes. So, you know, it's a neat addition to the game mode. I like it. Ow. I'll read your comment in a bit. I'm in the middle of combat, as you can see. Interesting that Farina's summons despawn, but Escoffier's doesn't. I feel like the second sword ability usage is not as good, which is okay because they have to make it slightly harder, you know, spice things up a little bit. And so that's why, like, every single time in the second activation, these enemies are always so far apart. So this one's gonna be annoying again, I think. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. who commented? Hello, Caesar. How have you been doing? I'm sorry I couldn't respond. I was in the middle of beating the crap out of monsters. I believe you've been here before. I'm not 100% sure. So not because Twitch didn't say the first time chatter thing. Yeah, I think I remember your name. Fire Warriors Challenge. So this is the gripping ability. Ow. Okay. I've been busy with work. I've gotten a job recently. You know, yeah, surprising, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Under, you know, somewhat of an NDA. The current one is if you consume Night Soul points, you get increased attack and crit damage by 50% for 6 seconds. I have been here before since December. I am so very sorry. I have a poor memory. But yeah, I do recall you. I think recall is not the right word, but faint memories. But I can't find the word for it. My English is ass. Night Soul. Who else do we want? Do you want Yansan, maybe? Who else has Night Soul that I can bring here? Don't really look at that. Ow. I was thinking of like a singular word, not a double word, but yeah, vague memory also works. I don't know great English, I don't know any good English. And I don't know if you remember this, because I don't know if I mentioned this when you're in the stream, but English is not my first language, but I think it's better than my first language for one reason or another. So who do I bring? Yansan, but Yansan's not built. Well, not really built. Level 80, but with the towns. I'm not gonna bring Kachina, because Kachina wouldn't be able to help. You can just YOLO it and bring Farina. We don't have heals, do we? Who else has Night Soul? I guess Traveler has Night Soul. Traveler has Night Soul, how about that? Sure. I don't think I don't think he has a Night Soul artifact set though. It'll be fine, right? It'll be A-okay. I think I wasted the, yeah, here we start. I wasted the ult. Should have used the skill and then the ult. Not skill, yeah, the Night Soul, whatever. Night Soul state. Your skill's not ready. If you have anything to say, just leave the comment there. I'll read it when I can. If you do have anything to say. It's fine if you don't. You know, that's what lurkers are for. What was I saying? Yeah, I'll read them whenever I can. It's not like I have too many comments to not read them. And hey, that's one benefit of being a small channel. You get to connect with each and every one of our audience. Because you didn't have much audience. What is that sound I'm hearing? It's like a countdown sound, but I don't know what that was. Is it like a game thing? I don't know. Don't tell me it's the Aegis and I just forgot to use it the whole time. I think that's a sound effect. Please don't, you know, I hope I'm not wrong, but I think that was the sound effect reminding me to use the Aegis. We have 40 wipes, just like my ass. I'm so dumb. Our score is still the same. Like, does it only get added after we finish the Sword Vortex phase? Yeah, okay. It's okay, we got 3 stars, it's fine. I heard you can still hear Traskell fall into the ground after her skill ends. I want an enemy more in the middle. There we go. Because if they're closer to the middle, then it's easier to crowd control enemies. Unless they spawn at the sides. Because they won't get dragged by the AoE. My alt button is in the like the button behind my mouse wheel. I just randomly press the right button, right click, and that makes me dodge. Prism, Moonlight, and Lightning, so that's gonna be Lunar. Lunar Charge, sorry. Flynn's, do we really want Aino? We have Kalamvina and Nefa. We want to hide your character. We don't need Aino. Aino is ass, so for Rina it is. And then Nefa. For shields, because we won't... So we don't die with health drain, and also increases EM. And also, yeah, whatever. Yeah, this is the AoE true damage ability. Well, that's Xing goodness. I don't need to use my ult. I don't have to help for it. We already have 3 stars. The idea here is to just like spread out your attacks. Especially since if they hit one enemy, they usually hit like most of the pack. The group, rather. They're not always packs. has a new record. There we go. Yeah, that's the hardest scored. Right, so this event is not hard. Especially since they give you trial characters. It's only hard if they don't give you trial characters. Actually, now that I think about it, newer events, I've mentioned this before, but newer events seem to be easier. You don't need to do like the hard mode to get 3 stars. Right, let's see, how much time do I have left? I'm kind of tired, to be honest. An hour and a half, okay, so that's about time. So next time on Genshin Impact, we'll be finishing up. Hopefully we'll finish this event. I'll go to stage an onset off screen, which is a crawler right now. I'll tell you guys about the strategies and stuff. I'll show you my record when that happens. So yeah. And also we'll hopefully finish the, Farkas quest. Also for Snowbreak, I think Snowbreak is under some like CN backlash about like nudity and stuff. So hopefully we'll get to play it and stream it soon because it's been under maintenance for like the past 2 days. I haven't checked today yet, but last I checked it was still under maintenance. That's the last time I was here. Combined story quest. I think that like a month or 2 ago. I'm not sure. But yeah. Anything else? As you mentioned, I've been building this Ziba and Luga a bit. I have enough. Ow. Yeah, I don't know myself what the Memphis. Yeah, Memphis 2, sounds about right because that's when Columbina's story quest was. I finished farming for Zibai. I just need these drops. And then for Iluga, I need some more of his boss drops. And I also need a bunch of these and these as well. Yeah, I need these. So hopefully I can do Sparrowbus soon. Like the last Flow 12, I mean. Hopefully on stream as well. So yeah, but until then, as always, be good, be well, be happy, be nice, be well. Yep. Be safe. Yep. Enjoy next 24 hours. I might need to go take a nap, or I'm not sure. Also, Siege new update that came out. I still haven't played it yet. I've gotten the packs though. Rather the rewards. During the next 17 hours. Why 17 specifically? 17... 3... 2... 15... Like by 3 PM? Why until my 3 PM? Huh? Whatever. You have a nice day. Nice 24 hours.